In Dr. Carmichael's Advanced Political Simulations class, we participated in active learning through the means of simulations. What this looks like is students being presented a historical or current international conflict such as Israel-Palestine. Students were then assigned as key international actors to analyze how the choices within the simulation paralleled or contrasted the real-world scenarios and also develop our negotiation and decision-making skills. As the class progressed, we became interested in the pedagogy of this learning style and how effective it is comparative to a lecture-based class. To build off this interest, we chose to develop our own simulations. My simulation is based on the decisions leading up to the 2003 invasion of Iraq. Following the 9/11 attacks, the United States looked at the Middle East with a new goal: to eliminate international terrorism and bring Western democracy to the Arab nations. The United States invaded Iraq based on assumptions of faulty intelligence. This conflict reshaped the limits of U.S. impact and military intervention in the Middle East. This is an opportunity for students to evaluate United States interventionism and intelligence failures. My simulation is built over a 3-day interval with an emphasis on actors' access to information and the history of Middle Eastern politics. Secret information is offered in QR codes through private online documents throughout this time period to dictate actors' personalities. Actors are voting in assemblies of the United Nations, so the behind-the-scenes decision-making is what is critical to understanding this scenario. You don't want a sympathetic Donald Rumsfeld or an open negotiator in the Iraqi intelligence. The goal for the end of the week is to either develop a new resolution for the war through the UN Security Council or for the U.S. to circumvent the UN altogether and have a post-conflict reconstruction plan by the end of class on Friday. For the simulation as a whole, the following 4 questions should be reflected on. What is the legality of war? Which is better, military intervention or diplomatic solution? How does this solution respond to the real threat of terrorism? And how does this solution impact popular opinion in your country? The challenge with this type of simulation is that it's very open. So the journalists are responsible for moderating public opinion, but I have yet to develop a system in which actors can be temporarily marginalized for their actions. Due to the secret nature of the information sharing, it's difficult to maintain a point system for checks and balance. The question left to be asked is, how do we measure this from a pedagogical standpoint? What are the variables that need to be considered to compare learning this material in an active learning environment compared to a lecture-based class? The statecraft simulation monitors the intake of resources, so how can something similar be applied to measure success in this scenario?